was coaching, was that something that you were all thinking about, like towards the end of time of your playing days, or how did coaching become?
Yeah. You know what? I always, at the end of my career, when I got signed by like the Cardinals and the Chiefs, I was really brought in those teams to be like an additional coach, to help bring along some of the younger tight ends in those rooms. I took off in 2012, and then I was kind of digging a lot of trenches. When you play ball for a long time, man, you really don't know what you want to do, right? Because, there's a lot of options, but you're just so used to doing the same thing for so long that it becomes a tough transition. So I started to dig a lot of trenches. I was like, maybe I'll get a job somewhere and work and be an ambassador for a brand or a company, or maybe I'll get into the media, or maybe I'll coach. And at the time, I felt like, the best thing to stay close to the game was try the media route. About 2015, the NFLPA Collegiate All-Star Game, you know what that is, where some of the top college players go and play in an all-star game similar to the Senior Bowl. They always brought in former players to be coaches for that 10-day span. So Mike Martz was the head coach of one of the teams, and they gave me a call and asked me if I wanted to coach tight ends. I was like, hell yeah, I'll do it. So I went out, ended up doing that for like 10 straight years. And in 2019, Mike Martz, who coached a long time in the NFL, was the Rams head coach, the Lions, greatest show on turf, offensive coordinator with the Rams back in the day with Kurt Warner. He coached in a spring league called the AAF, and the team was called the San Diego Fleet. So in 2019, hell, you guys were right around there in high school. I went out to California and coached with the San Diego Fleet. I coached tight ends, and that really got my juices. Obviously, Rocco was at Wiregrass at the time. He was a junior. I was like, you know what? I'm going to pass. I'm going to go take a year off, and I'm going to help Wiregrass do whatever. I just, I'll help Coach Canner, help the linemen, help the quarterback, help the receivers, whatever I could, man. Just be like a voice for Coach. And then that second year, when Rocco was a senior, that spring game prior to that, Coach Canner is like, hey, he was going to take over play calling, and we all know Canner. So Rocco's like, why don't you ask him, see, maybe you call the plays. I was like, I don't. He may not want that. So I talked to him. He's like, hell yeah. He's like, you want to call plays? Take it. So got my first opportunity to call plays that year, which was great. Had a blast, man. Had fun. It was, it was a demanding year. Then after that, the XFL kind of started in 2020, and I tried to get in that league, but I couldn't. So I was just like, whatever. And then that season ended, and then the league folded because of COVID. And then in 2022, in August, The Rock and Danny Garcia purchased the XFL for bankruptcy for $15 million. And I told my wife, and I wrote it down, I said, honey, I'm going to be a head coach for one of those teams when that league starts. I started reaching out to people. I came up with a plan, a vision, and lo and behold, man, I finally got the seat at the table to sit with one of the decision makers that was in New Jersey. And I went up there, we had coffee. We didn't know each other, but we knew each other. He was a former general manager in the league. We both knew who we were. And I think that coffee turned into a 4-hour meeting. Wow. And I just caught his attention. And then I was just patient. And then I got a call, and they say, hey, listen, we want ownership, who was Danny Garcia and The Rock. We want you to jump on a Zoom with them. We're pushing you to be one of our guys. I was like, wow, like, it's incredible, So got on a call with Danny Garcia. And she's like, listen, she's like, this isn't an interview. She's like, you're going to be one of our coaches. I just wanted to congratulate you. And I was just like, man, it was shocking.